In the depths of human thought, whispers of rebellion often emerge. These whispers promise liberation and enlightenment. They entice us to question established norms and challenge traditional values. Two such whispers, seductive in their promises yet treacherous in their implications, are Luciferianism and Marxism. Both ideologies, though seemingly disparate, share a common thread of deception. They present distorted views of reality, promising freedom while ultimately leading to chaos and oppression. This essay delves into the intricate complexities of these philosophies, exposing their deceptive nature and highlighting their stark contrast to the principles of individual responsibility and moral integrity. Luciferianism, often shrouded in mystery and misconception, is not about devil worship as commonly portrayed. Instead, it centers around the figure of Lucifer, not as an object of worship, but as an archetype of rebellion, intellect, and the pursuit of knowledge. This philosophy champions individual freedom and self-determination, encouraging adherents to transcend societal constraints and embrace their own desires and potential. Luciferianism posits that true enlightenment lies in breaking free from imposed limitations, both internal and external. However, this seemingly empowering message of liberation masks a dangerous undercurrent. The pursuit of unrestrained freedom, devoid of moral boundaries, can easily descend into self-serving hedonism and disregard for the well-being of others. Without the guiding principles of empathy, compassion, and responsibility, individual freedom becomes a destructive force, leading to societal breakdown and ultimately personal despair. Aleister Crowley, a controversial figure of the 20th century, significantly shaped modern interpretations of Luciferianism. Crowley, a self-proclaimed prophet, codified his beliefs in a complex system of magic and mysticism known as Thelema. Central to Thelema is the dictum, "Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law." This seemingly liberating principle encourages individuals to follow their true will without limitations. Crowley's teachings, however, stand in stark contrast to the tenets of Christianity. While Christianity emphasizes humility, compassion, and selflessness, Crowley's philosophy exalts pride, indulgence, and the pursuit of personal power. His system, though cloaked in esoteric language and symbolism, ultimately reduces to a narcissistic pursuit of self-gratification, devoid of genuine spiritual or moral grounding. Shifting our focus to Marxism, we encounter another ideology that promises liberation but delivers oppression. Karl Marx, the founder of Marxism, envisioned a classless society free from exploitation and inequality. This vision on the surface appears noble and just. Who wouldn't desire a world where everyone has equal access to resources and opportunities? However, the fatal flaw of Marxism lies in its dismissive attitude toward human nature and its historical foundations. Marxism's utopian vision necessitates a violent overthrow of existing social structures, dismissing centuries of tradition, culture, and societal evolution. This radical approach, as history has tragically demonstrated, inevitably leads to bloodshed, tyranny, and the very oppression it seeks to eliminate. Section 5. Unmasking deception, recognizing the tactics. Both Luciferianism and Marxism, despite their different approaches, employ similar tactics of deception. They appeal to our innate desire for freedom, knowledge, and equality, presenting themselves as paths to enlightenment and liberation. However, beneath these alluring promises lies a dangerous disregard for objective truth, moral responsibility, and the inherent dignity of every human being. Recognizing these deceptive tactics is paramount. We must be critical thinkers, questioning the underlying assumptions and potential consequences of any ideology that promises utopia or unrestrained freedom. True enlightenment lies not in blind adherence to seductive ideologies, but in the pursuit of wisdom, grounded in reason, compassion, and a deep understanding of human nature. Section 6. The Will to Power, Crowley's perversion of choice. Central to Crowley's philosophy is the concept of will. He believed that each individual possesses a true will, a deep-seated desire that, when followed, leads to self-fulfillment. However, Crowley's interpretation of will diverges drastically from the Christian understanding of free will. While Christianity emphasizes using free will to choose good over evil, to act in accordance with God's teachings, Crowley's concept of true will disregards moral considerations. For Crowley, following one's true will, no matter how selfish or destructive, is the ultimate path to liberation. This perversion of choice, this elevation of personal desire above ethical responsibility, lies at the heart of Luciferianism's flawed philosophy. Section 7. The Christian Alternative, Humility and Redemption. In stark contrast to Crowley's self-centered philosophy, Christianity offers a path of humility, service, and redemption. Christianity teaches that true freedom comes not from indulging our every whim, but from surrendering our ego to a higher purpose, to loving and serving God and our fellow human beings. It acknowledges the inherent flaws of human nature, our capacity for both good and evil, and offers a path to redemption through faith, repentance, and the transformative power of grace. Christianity recognizes the importance of societal structures, of laws and traditions that provide order and promote the common good. It values individual freedom but emphasizes that true freedom flourishes within a framework of moral responsibility and respect for the dignity of others. Section 8. The Seeds of Destruction, Examining the Fruits. To discern the true nature of any ideology, we must examine its fruits. The history of the 20th century stands as a chilling testament to the destructive consequences of both Luciferianism and Marxism. While Crowley's direct influence may be debated, his philosophy, with its emphasis on self-gratification and disregard for moral constraints, found fertile ground in the cultural upheavals of the 20th century. Marxism, on the other hand, manifested its horrors in the totalitarian regimes of the Soviet Union, China, and Cambodia. These regimes, founded on the utopian ideals of Marxist ideology, resulted in the deaths of millions, the suppression of individual liberties, and the creation of oppressive totalitarian states. The fruits of these ideologies are undeniable: suffering, oppression, and a profound disregard for human dignity. Section 9. The Importance of Vigilance, Guarding Against Deception. The deceptive allure of Luciferianism and Marxism serves as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance. We must be wary of ideologies that promise utopia, liberation, or unrestrained freedom. We must be critical thinkers, questioning the underlying assumptions, the historical context, and the potential consequences of any belief system. Education, open dialogue, and a willingness to engage with diverse perspectives are essential tools in combating deception. We must be willing to challenge our own biases, to confront uncomfortable truths, and to engage in respectful but rigorous debate. Section 10. The enduring power of truth, a beacon in the darkness. In the face of deceptive ideologies, the enduring power of truth offers hope. Truth, though often elusive and multifaceted, serves as a beacon, guiding us through the darkness of uncertainty and manipulation. The pursuit of truth requires humility, intellectual honesty, and a willingness to challenge our own preconceived notions. We must be willing to listen to dissenting voices, to consider alternative perspectives, and to ground our beliefs in reason, evidence, and a deep understanding of human nature. The path to truth is not always easy, but it is a journey essential to our individual and collective well-being. Section 11. Conclusion: Choosing your path. The deceptive philosophies of Luciferianism and Marxism stand as cautionary tales, reminding us of the fragility of freedom, the seductive nature of power, and the enduring importance of moral integrity. We are constantly faced with choices, crossroads in our personal and collective journeys. We can choose the path of self-gratification, of unrestrained freedom, devoid of responsibility, or we can choose the path of service, of humility, of using our freedom to build a more just and compassionate world. The choice is ours, but let us choose wisely, remembering the lessons of history and the enduring power of truth. Let us choose the path that leads to genuine human flourishing, to individual fulfillment within a framework of moral responsibility and respect for the dignity of all.